Welcome to Toffee TV. It is your comments for the Bournemouth game, so let's get straight into them. This from James Dunlop. Oumar Niasse has saved my king blood pressure. He deserves praise for making an impact. Cannot understand the team starting lineup from Koeman again. Rooney needs time off. His head's not in the right place. Schneiderlin had a much better game, but all hail Oumar Niasse. Okay, let's go through it. Oumar Niasse saved everybody's blood pressure. No issue with that. Rooney needs time off. I thought he started alright until Simon Francis tried to crack his skull open. And then after that, obviously, he wasn't in the right place. Of course he wasn't. Schneiderlin had a much better game. James. Schneiderlin was horrendous. But yeah, let's hail Oumar Niasse, because he is the prince after all. GM makes, I'm honestly becoming more baffled with Koeman starting 11. Klaassen shouldn't start the same as Rooney for me now. Too many times he killed off attacks by looking to pass the ball backwards, generally slow the play down. I like Klaassen, a lot like Klaassen did. They shouldn't start. I'm not the only one saying it, and the manager should see it too. Oumar Niasse was boss. Definitely what the team need now, and should start games. Same as Davis and Kenny. Up the Blues. Yeah, the last bit, totally agree. Klaassen and Rooney. The problem with Klaassen for me is that he's got the ability. You can tell he's got the ability, but there's just too many periods of the game that he just isn't involved in. So he'll come up with some lovely little passes, and then you don't see him for 15 minutes. And at times he's the only one pressing the ball, but no one else is doing it. So it's dead easy to take him out the game. So he may need, it may be better him coming on the last 20 when the game's slowing down and he can influence it. Rooney, I don't know, he divides opinion. I still think he's a class player, but I think we probably need to use him correctly. Everton own goal. Absolutely disgusted by Koeman leaving Davis and John Joe Kenny out the starting 11. Absolute madness. Koeman should be fired even after this win. When is he going to realise you can't play Sig, Rooney and Klaassen at the same time? Guy's a clown. So glad it was Niasse who came on and won the game for us, and just prove even more that Koeman is not very clever, we'll say. Rooney should be benched, embarrassingly slow, and the referee was complete shite. He was. The referee was horrendous. I've already talked about Rooney. John Joe Kenny, you know mine and Pet's thoughts on that. Davies, yes, he should be playing. I don't know. Listen, let's not forget the Martinez years too quickly before we're giving Koeman a kick. And yes, at the moment his decisions are a little bit baffling. Let's see what happens. I think it's still a little bit early to maybe talk about kicking him out, isn't it? But his tactics and his team selections are a little bit mad at the moment. And as for John Joe Kenny, someone told me the other day that Koeman knows better than me, so I shouldn't really have an opinion on Payton. So there you go. Stuart Shuck, strikers score goals. Football is that simple. You know what, Stuart? You're right. Mr. Boxing Addict, just as I said at the start, even when people were over Rooney's half-decent pre-season games, the guy is shot. He unsettles the team, gives us no pace, no threat as an attacking force, nothing apart from the odd glimpse of genius, which is fading rapidly. Wake up, Evertonians, for fuck's sake. Thank God Koeman had the sense to put on a proper striker who got us out of the shit. I pray to God Koeman has the bollocks to make Rooney a bench player and does not bow down to the sentimental and fickle sections of the crowd. Yeah, nothing to say. Frank Camola, Koeman should publicly apologise to Niasse. I'm beginning to think Ronald needs to go. He doesn't carry the Everton pride and his tactics are shite. It's Martinez 2.0, if I'm honest. The guy he publicly humiliated saved his hide today. Think about that. He did kind of publicly humiliate him, but he's also brought him back into the fold. Now, I suppose you've got to give him some credit for that, because some managers might have gone, I've made my decision and I look like a knobhead if I bring him back. Koeman's had the balls to bring him back. Yes, Niasse has delivered, which is fantastic. So it's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, long live Niasse, that's what I say. Chuff, Atkinson was extra shite today. He was chuff. He was worse than extra shite. He was extra shite with another big side helping of other shite on top of it. How he's even allowed Nate Goodison after the Rodwell derby, I will never, ever, ever know. And yes, I've just christened the game the Rodwell derby. Not christened it, because everyone said it, but I've used it again. Many years after Rodwell is now a sub for Sunderland. So there you go. Stephen Penton, what impressed me with Niasse was not to celebrate like a victory, pulling it back to 1-1. Instead of diving on the floor or milking the applause, his first reaction was to grab the ball, get the game going again. The lad's got fight and determination. His confidence is booming. Please keep this up because we need a lot more. That was really impressive. He had a quick celebration and went and got the ball and wanted to get on with it. And, you know, Niasse, listen, he's been on the pitch twice for, I think someone said 59 minutes this week. And on both occasions, he's worked really hard and he's done the business, hasn't he? 3 goals in 2 games. You can't ask for more than that. So let's hope he continues it. Pip, the main issue was, as always, goals. However, Niasse, Davis and Kenny made the difference. It was great to see Kenny on. Unlike Martina, he can actually deliver a effing ball. Koeman, please learn from today. He actually looked gutted when Niasse scored his first, while Dunk jumped about like he was on fire. You got it wrong, Ron. Move on, learn, and let's get winning some games. Like I've said before, Koeman's brought him back in to the side. You can pick up anything in a split, you know, in a split second with television cameras and everything. I don't know, he might have been gutted he scored, he might have been absolutely made up he scored. It makes him look better, doesn't it, if he puts him on and he scores. So I don't know, but it's great to see the crowd and Duncan and everybody else celebrating, because it was a massive game and a game he had to win. Jacidio, take any one of those 3 pronunciations. Fucking hell, Niasse is good at footy. Finally putting that devastating wrist injury behind him. Definitely deserved to be in and around the team, though in all seriousness, pace, strength and a good finisher. So if nothing else, a decent impact sub. Better than Coney and probably Valencia. Like, that's right, and that's what he is. He's another centre forward. He's one that's different than what we've got, and he's doing the business, so I hope he keeps it up. Resonates. How Davies isn't starting every game is beyond me. So glad him and Kenny came on and helped turn that score around. Build up play far too slow. Passing absolutely awful, but the youngsters came on and had a great effect on how we played. Kenny now on Koeman's radar, I hope. And to be fair, Niasse hasn't done his chances of starting the next few games any harm either. Onwards and upwards, lads. Yeah, nothing to add to that. Wayne Harrison, are you the ex? No, you're not. Niasse has gone from being our 4th choice striker to our best in a week. At this rate of progress, he should be picking up the Ballon d'Or by the end of the season. On a serious note though, he is a future at Everton. His goal to game ratio is not too shabby, and he can score goals against Liverpool, which is always a bonus. I'm starting to ask myself what Koeman actually knows about football. He has got lucky here after picking the wrong team again. How dare he drop Davies and leave Niasse out of the Europa squad? Might come back to hurt us, which is madness, as Barkley was included while injured and wanting out. The only thing with Barkley is he's a homegrown player, he's English, so that's for the quota. I think when you look at the rules and regulations of how you put the Europa League squad together, you've got to include so many homegrown players. And probably at the time of doing it, Niasse was further down the list than he is now. That's probably the reason behind it. Now it looks like a stupid decision. Then it might have been what the decision they well, it obviously was the one that they thought it best. That is your comments. If you want to appear on here, make sure you comment after the match videos, and Joe will do his best to pick them out and put them in. Anyway, check out the rest of our videos. See you soon on Toffee TV.